Hi everyone, welcome to your short yoga practice to get out of your mind and into your body. It only takes a moment to ground down and let those racing thoughts go. We'll begin seated on our knees or in a cross-legged comfortable position, whatever is better for you. And begin to settle in, maybe closing the eyes or keeping them soft, gazing towards the tip of the nose. Observe the way that your tailbone absorbs into your heels and your vertebrae stacks one on top of the other. Envisioning that natural curvature of the spine. Your navel draws in towards your spine, into the back body. Your collarbones are wide, and your shoulder blades are back and down. Lengthening that space between your shoulder blades and your ears as the crown of the head shines up towards the sky. Take one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. Begin to observe the breath as it washes in and fills all the way down to your tailbone, up into the chest. And observe as it leaves the body, as the navel falls and the chest and the diaphragm fall. Just keep breathing here and observing the way that the breath fills the hands. And as the hands gently fall, as the breath leaves. Tune into this rolling sensation of continuous breath. Take one more deep inhale through the nose, filling the entire body with air. And open mouth, exhale, side out. Take your palms in front of your heart and rub them together to create a little heat. And place them over your eyes and over your heart. Gently begin to open your eyes. And inhale as you rise up to stand on your knees and your arms float out, up and overhead. Maybe you gaze up towards the palms as an ever so gently slight back bend, engaging the glutes. And exhale, palms float down to the earth, tabletop, as you find your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Just kind of wiggle your hips side to side, or maybe doing some rolls and some figure eights as you come forward onto the hands and back into the hips. Whatever movement really calls to you. And switching directions. Now begin to melt back towards your heels as your chest and your head find the earth. And inhale, roll up, come forward onto your hands. Exhale, coming back towards a child's pose. And inhale, rolling up, coming forward. Begin to bring the navel in towards the spine as you round back. And inhale as you arch the back, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze, come up towards a cow pose. Exhale, come back towards a cat, just making the movement a little bit bigger. Couple more times, linking that breath to movement, exhaling back. And inhaling forward, exhaling back. And inhaling forward. Begin to tuck the toes and lift the hips back up into a downward facing dog. Melting the heels towards the earth. Your fingers are spread wide. Gripping the mat with your fingertips. Take a deep bend in the knees. And then exhale as you work towards straight. Long spine. Inhale as you look forward in between the thumbs. And exhale, travel there. Bringing your feet up to the top of the mat in a standing forward fold. Heel toe the feet out a little bit wider than hips distance. And begin to drape your pinkies in opposite elbow crease, coming into a ragdoll. Gently swaying side to side. Letting the neck and the shoulder girdle release. Keeping a bend in the knees so your torso rests comfortably on your thighs. And bring the palms back down to the earth. Inhale as your fingertips find the shin, you come into a flat back. Halfway lift, crown of the head shines forward towards the top of your space. Inhale here. And exhale, fold. Bring the feet in a little bit and begin to gently roll up one vertebra at a time, stacking one bone on top of the other. Shoulders come up, back and down. Tadasana, mountain pose. Just gently sway your set weight from side to side and front to back and finding that rest and that balanced position in the middle. Your kneecaps are lifted, your glutes are engaged, your navel draws in towards the spine. Your chest is open and your neck is tall, standing up, creating length. Inhale as you sweep the arms out and up overhead. And exhale as you bring your palms to touch behind your sacrum. Bend the elbows, clasp the hands. Inhale and exhale as you extend the arms and slight back bend. Keeping the glutes turned on, creating a shelf for your heart. And inhale, come back up. And arms rise overhead. Exhale, swooping down, hinging at the hips, forward fold. We'll take that a few more times as you inhale, coming into a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, stacking one vertebra on top of the other. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms sweep up and overhead, slight back bend. Exhale, begin to bring the palms back to your sacrum. And this time, we'll hinge at the hips with your hands clasped forward, fold. Can you open your chest while you shine your hip bones and your seat bones to the sky, and your head and neck are long towards the floor. Begin to bend your right knee and straighten your left and bring your knuckles over towards the right. Breathing into the left leg, opening the chest to the side, gentle twist. And exhale, come back to center. Inhale, bend the left knee and bring your left shoulder towards that knee. Deep inhale into the right leg and exhale, come back to center. Let the palms go as the fingertips find the floor and roll up one vertebra at a time to stand. Palms come up and overhead. And exhale, plant the palms. Step back towards the plank. Lower down to your knees, coming forward over your wrists and lowering all the way onto your belly. We'll take our fingertips out towards the sides and we'll tent them up. And then, so it's like 290-degree bends in the elbow. Inhale as you roll your head, neck, and chest up, and exhale down. Take that 2 more times at your own pace, just curling up and exhaling, melting the forehead to the earth. 1 more time, biggest one yet. Inhale, filling the chest, and exhale, melting down. Bring your palms back next to your rib cage and push yourself up, back into hands and knees. And this time bring the knees wide, big toes to touch, and melt down, child's pose. Gently roll your forehead side to side to give yourself a little massage. In that place that we hold a lot of tension right in between our eyebrows, our third eye center. Inhale, gaze up in between the hands. And exhale, walk the fingertips back. So again, we are seated on our knees. Closing the eyes if it feels comfortable. Observing any differences that you see, even just after this short practice. Really all it takes are just a few breaths, connecting that breath to movement, to help us get out of our mind and into our bodies. Again, take one hand to your chest and one hand to your belly. And take a deep inhale into the belly, filling your bottom hand. And exhale as the navel draws in towards the spine and the palm relaxes. This time, take a deep inhale, filling up the top hand and the chest as your rib cage and the sides of your waist and your heart expands. And exhale as the diaphragm falls towards a straight spine. Again, take an inhale deep into the belly. And exhale from the belly. And one more time, a deep inhale into the chest as the sides of the rib cage expand, back of the upper back and the chest. And exhale as it falls. We'll connect that two-part breath. As you inhale into the belly, let the air spill out and up into the chest as the chest expands. And exhale from the belly, and then the chest. And take that breath one more time as you inhale into the belly. Let it spill out and up into the chest as the heart rises. And exhale, navel draws in towards the spine, and the chest falls. Fingertips find the sides of your mat, grounding down. Inhale as the arms float out, up and overhead. And exhale, palms come to heart center. Bow down to your hands. And thank yourself for making it to your mat today. It's my honor and pleasure to practice with you. I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.